The Lantern at Southgate. Carlos Carrasquero. The lantern at Southgate flickered like a nervous heartbeat, its amber glow pushing back the fog that rolled in from the marshes. Guard Relin tightened his cloak and tapped the butt of his spear against the stones. "Another quiet night," he muttered. "Quiet is good," replied Thace, his fellow watchman, who leaned against the wall with the steadiness of a man carved out of old oak. "Especially with that rogue about." Relin snorted. "Rogue? Folk tales? A shadow climbing rooftops and lifting coin purses? We've had pickpockets since before the council built these walls." "This isn't just a pickpocket," Thace insisted. "4 merchants swore they felt a breeze. Then their gold was gone." "You ever hear of a breeze stealing gold?" Relin chuckled under his breath. "Maybe they're embarrassed they lost it fair." Thace frowned. "Embarrassed or not, the captain's on edge. He says this rogue, what do they call them, the silk weaver?" "Silver weaver," Relin corrected absently, "because they leave a strand of silver thread behind. Dramatic, but effective." Thace stared at him. "You know a lot about it." "I listen," Relin said with a shrug. The fog thickened, curling around their boots like living smoke. A soft clink echoed from the far side of the gate, metal against stone. Thace straightened. "Hear that?" "Probably a stray mule," Relin said, though his eyes were alert. "Could be them," Thace whispered. "They were spotted near the river yesterday, slipped right past the patrol." "Or the patrol was dozing," Relin said, smirking. "The City Watch isn't exactly composed of legends." Thace gave him a sideways glance. "You don't think much of the Watch, do you?" "I think," Relin replied carefully, "that every system has blind spots, and that some people know how to use them." The fog stirred again. A shadow darted across the far torchlight, quick, slender. "There!" Thace hissed. "By the crates?" Relin barely looked. "Gone now." Thace gripped his sword hilt. "I'll check it." "No need," Relin said, stepping in front of him. "Could be a trick. Stay by the gate." "But—" "Orders," Relin said, voice low but firm. Thace hesitated, then obeyed, returning to his place. The fog was so dense now that even the lantern's glow felt distant, swallowed by white vapor. Minutes slid by. Thace's breath grew shallow. "Relin," he began, "what if the rogue really is—" A faint metallic ping sounded above them. Thace's head snapped up. A single silver thread drifted down, glimmering in the lantern light like a falling star. Thace froze. "Relin!" But Relin was gone. A soft voice spoke behind him, familiar, amused. "You know," Relin murmured as he plucked Thace's unattended coin purse from his belt with uncanny ease, "for a man carved out of old oak, you really should listen to the breeze once in a while." Thace spun, eyes wide, but Relin was already stepping into the fog, light, silent, effortless. The silver weaver vanished into the night, leaving only the lantern's flicker and a drifting thread of silver in his wake.